we're keeping a pretty close eye on the Strait of Hormuz, of course, because Iran has seized 2 ships in that strait. Tehran is still not saying whether it's going to take part in a second round of peace talks. That's despite US President Donald Trump's announcement of this indefinite ceasefire. It's causing all sorts of effects on markets and fuel prices around the world. For more on this, we're joined by retired US Lieutenant General Russel Honore. Welcome to our program.
Hello, Australia.
I love your hat there. Thank you so much for joining us. How effective do you think the US blockade is at the moment? How is it putting pressure on Iran to come to the table?
Yeah, I think the blockade is putting pressure on all sides to look for an off-ramp. And everybody understand the longer the blockade stay in place, the principles, Iran and the United States going to have to come to an agreement, because this is the card on the table now. If you were playing cards, which is often referred to on both sides, this is the joker, the Strait of Hormuz. It's elevated Iran's superpower status to control that strait. At the same time, it's not just a U.S. problem. It's a global problem with that strait being closed. And I think this, from the global pressure, from all the countries that rely on the products that come from there, it'll put a lot of pressure on both sides to come to an agreement to maintain the ceasefire, which is a big deal, and then to come to some resolution on having that as a free and open passage for the world to use.
Yeah, look, our government's been calling for this for weeks and weeks and weeks. I mean, more countries throughout Asia are, and interestingly, even China is saying, come on, we need to get this reopened. What sort of things do you think that the United States might have to concede to bring this all to an end?
I think the aspirations on changing over the government, I think they've gone past that. They're not going to do much more than a regime change than what happened already. And I think the ability to go in and get the nuclear fusile material will have to be negotiated. I don't think the Iranians are going to give up on their aspirations. They may be able to work towards some middle agreement. For so many years, they will not pursue the endeavor. So the international inspectors can go in. But it's time we bring Iran back into the world community. They've been operating as a rogue nation for too long, and the world depends on their oil and gas that come out of the Persian Gulf. That being said, I think the people of Iran want to be a part of the global community. It's a very educated and well capable country. That's 92 million people. They ought to be a part of the global community. Right now, they're not, because of the regime that has persecuted their own people, killed almost 40,000 in the last 6 months. It's time for Iran to come back into the club.
Before I let you go, you're a military man. You've got a lot of experience. How hard is it to respond and plan with a commander-in-chief who makes pretty haphazard announcements via social media, sometimes contradicting himself within the hour? And of course, we're talking about huge logistical challenges to get ships, people in the right place.
Yeah, well, it is confusing to everybody, even to I think he's using the playbook, the art of the deal, and the Iranians are using the art of war, and the two don't match. One's playing checkers, the other's playing chess. And as you know, that's not the same game, but with an equal, a winner and a loser. Right now, we got to look for a win-win. Listen to me. We got to have a win-win on both sides. And we need to stop, continue the ceasefire and look for a win-win. And that'll happen once the real diplomats get in the room. But the off remarks don't help. Not everybody accept or understand that kind of demeanor. So I think we need a win-win on both sides. And I think both sides ought to get off of social media and do their diplomatic work behind closed doors and not do it on social media. We've never done a war that way before.